Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Apologies, I'm a little couple of minutes late. Just finished the Glasgow derby, so my apologies, guys. But with you now, as we're off and underway, and just bear with me a second while I just quickly get the radar on the screen. There we go. So, so we're off and underway. As I say, Luton now on the attack. Sorry, guys, I was quite switched off from that other game. Celtic winning that earlier on against Rangers. Now we focus on West Ham Luton. So now West Ham winning it back on this near side as they race forward. Luton make the challenge. And the ball, no foul given there as West Ham play it into the centre. Now they knock it out wide to that far side. Stevie's with us. Stevie's saying hi, Gaz and chat. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. I appreciate you being with us again, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Paris is saying hello. How are you doing, Paris? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend so far, mate. Pleasure to have you with us, Paris. Welcome to the show. So West Ham now with the possession on that far side. As they play the ball forward, Luton challenge for it as Luton have managed to win it back here. Now Luton with the possession played into the centre circle as West Ham just sit off here. And now Luton cut it back to their centre backs. So thank you for that, Paris and Stevie. Good to have you with us, guys. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Luton managing to keep the possession, just playing it back to the goalkeeper, though, as they're forced backwards by West Ham. Now the ball kicked long up towards the halfway line as and both sets of players trying to win it there, but it's Luton that come away with it as again they chip it back to the goalkeeper and now play it out wide on this near side. Paris is saying 2-1. Good shout, Paris. Well, Luton obviously will be wanting to get something out of this game, obviously, to try and see if they can keep themselves in the Premier League. Tough ask for them to do that. Obviously, they'll be wanting to get the 3 points today if they can, and obviously keeping an eye on Forest playing Chelsea later on. But thank you for that, Paris. Now Luton with the possession midway inside their own half. As now they try to come forward. West Ham just sitting off here as Luton now knock it out wide on that far side. Now it's cut back inside as Luton play it out towards this near side. Now playing it forward as they've managed to work their way through the West Ham midfield comfortably here as they work it down this near side, taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in. It's deflected away by West Ham, but not cleared as Luton with the possession. It's chipped out wide to that far side. And now Luton trying to take it to the byline as West Ham win it back and knock it away out to that far side. Luton winning it back, though, as now Luton with the possession in the centre of the park, knocking it out towards this near side as West Ham come to press the ball, but Luton just cut it back there as they play it all the way back to the halfway line. Now Luton with the possession as the ball kicked long down the field. West Ham have headed it away to this near side as Luton now with the possession played into the centre. As now they come towards the edge of the box, playing it out wide again on this near side. Attempted cross there, but it's deflected by West Ham. As now West Ham on the charge, racing forward as they come out towards this near side. But as they play it forward there, it's won back by Luton. As Luton now playing it forward on this near side. Now it's worked out to the far side of the field as Luton just knocking it about on the halfway line. We're 5 minutes in at the moment, guys. Still 0-0. As now Luton with the possession, kick long down the field. And Luton now in behind the West Ham defence as they come into the box, cutting it back inside, trying to get the shot off, but it's deflected. As Luton regain the possession. Now it's crossed in and it's headed into the back of the net. As Luton with the goal early on, 5.5 minutes gone. West Ham 0, Luton 1. Yeah, thank you for that, Paris. I did see that, mate, but it kind of works against me when you're telling the score. As I've said before, there is a slight delay on what you guys see in the radar and what I see on the screen. So thank you, Paris. Let's just see if I get it on the other channel, if it's a bit more up to date. No, it's no difference. What is the time difference on this? Because it does seem quite bigger than normal. Oh, yeah, that's miles behind. That's really behind. So apologies, guys. Looks like the radar well ahead of me today. We're having loads of radar problems. We didn't have it working in the last game. So Luton with the early goal to break the deadlock. Ball knocked long up the field as West Ham head it away to this near side and it rolls out for a throw into Luton. So throwing on this near side for West Ham, deep inside the Luton half. Long throw into the box as Luton managed to win the possession. Now they chip it away as West Ham come to challenge, and it's gone out again on this near side for another throw in. So yeah, apologies if you're just joining us, guys. The radar is slightly ahead of me, but I'll leave it on the screen to keep you guys better informed. So it's ahead of what I'm seeing on the TV. As now Luton with the possession. It's played back to the goalkeeper. Now goalkeeper chips it out wide to that far side. As West Ham trying to challenge, but Luton managing to keep it. It's now they play it forward. West Ham again trying to challenge as Luton just cut it back there to their centre backs on the edge of their own box. Oh, West Ham have won it here as they get the shot off, and it's just wide of this near side post. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Goalkeeper now kicking the ball long up the field as Luton now with the possession, chipped out wide to this near side as West Ham come to press the ball, but Luton managing to keep it under pressure as now they play it back inside. Now Luton just playing it back to the goalkeeper as West Ham press the ball from the front. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up towards the halfway line. It's not back in the direction it came from by West Ham as West Ham now with the possession, racing down the middle as they come into the box, just cutting it back there as Luton stay with them. Now West Ham playing it out wide to this near side as the ball crossed in. It's headed away by Luton. And now Luton with the possession on that far side as West Ham come to challenge for it, but Luton managing to keep it there as they just cut it back. And now Luton with the possession midway inside their own half. Oh, West Ham have almost won it back there before a late challenge from Luton. Barkley getting the yellow card there for that challenge. Yeah, lunging challenge. So Barkley in the referee's book with a yellow card and a free kick now for West Ham just on the edge of the box out towards this near side. As Luton at the moment with a four-man wall and one man lying behind the wall. You're just joining us, guys. We're 10.5 minutes in. West Ham 0, Luton 1. Now West Ham with the shot as it's deflected, knocked out wide to this near side as West Ham now play it back inside as Luton trying to challenge, but West Ham managing to keep it as they play it out to this near side, trying to get the cross in there, but it's blocked off by Luton as the ball deflects out for a throw-in on this near side for West Ham. Well, he's not sure if he's got the he's talking. Oh, well, I thought that was a West Ham throw-in, but it looks like it's a Luton throw-in. So, yeah, Luton with a throw-in on this near side, deep inside their own half, as now they throw it long up the field. It's headed back in the direction it came from by West Ham before eventually being deflected out of play again on this near side for another throw-in. Ball comes back in play as West Ham play it towards the edge of the box. Luton trying to challenge as they manage to win it back now. Luton playing it out wide to that far side as West Ham come to challenge, and now West Ham coming towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in and it's knocked towards goal, but just gone wide. Not a bad effort, but just couldn't get it on target. So that'll be a goal kick to Luton, but not a bad effort by West Ham. Just couldn't get it on target. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Appreciate it, guys. Now Luton on the charge on that far side as they race into the box, and West Ham make the challenge as the ball just deflects back to the goalkeeper. And we've got a West Ham player down as the referee stops the play, just holding his knee. Can't see who it is. The sun shining. Oh, yeah. He just tried to make the challenge, and I think he's overstretched his leg there trying to make the challenge. And he's now, yeah, looks in quite a bit of pain. I think it's Kurt Zuma. So he looks in a bit of discomfort there. So stoppage at the moment, guys, as Kurt Zuma just receiving treatment from the medical staff. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you like us covering this game, this fixture, this league, or your team. The best way to let us know, guys, is hitting that like button. So it helps us in the future pick the games that you guys want us to be covering. So no other goals at the moment around the Premier League, guys. Obviously, West Ham 1-0 down at the moment as Luton took the lead. Man City won earlier on in the dinner time kickoff against Fulham, but no goals in the other Premier League games kicking off at 3 o'clock at the moment. There is a couple of goals in the Scottish Premiership, though, guys. St Johnstone have taken the lead against Livingston. Ross County 1-0 down to Motherwell. And obviously Celtic winning against Rangers in the dinner time kickoff in the Old Firm. Hearts still 0-0 with Dundee, and St Mirren still 0-0 with Kilmarnock. Obviously the English playoffs semi-final League 2 game, second leg later on this evening, MK Dons v Crawley Town. So we will keep an eye on those other games throughout the afternoon as now Luton get us back underway. They play the ball out wide on that far side as West Ham come to challenge for it. Luton managing to keep it, though, as they play it into the centre circle. Now Luton trying to come forward down the middle as they race forward towards the edge of the box. Ball played in as it's cut back there. Crossed in and knocked away by West Ham. Still not cleared as Luton managed to pick up the ball, trying to cross it back in, but it's deflected wide, and that will be a corner to Luton on the far side of the field. It was a nice ball through, but took it to the byline, got the cross in, but unable to put any pressure on the goal. So corner on the far side for Luton now. If you're just joining us, apologies, guys. The radar is on the screen to keep you guys better informed, but apologies, it is slightly ahead of me and what I'm seeing on the TV, but I have no control over that. I literally share it on the screen to keep you guys better informed. Corner comes in. It's headed away as West Ham now with the possession, racing forward down this near side as Luton come across, make the sliding challenge, and the ball has gone out of play for a throw-in on this near side to West Ham, pretty much bang on the halfway line. So 16 minutes in, guys. West Ham 0, Luton 1. West Ham now with a throw-in as the ball comes back in play. It's played forward as Luton tried to challenge, but West Ham just cut it back there, playing it back to their centre-backs. Now the ball played forward as it's not back in the direction it came from by Luton. Kanji Roberto de Ajo Ramos. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Football Fan Den. Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome to the show. Saying Bora Fraser. Well, I don't speak Spanish, mate. Goal. Yep, there has been a goal. That was a couple. Well, that must have been about close to 10 minutes ago. That, but thank you for that, mate. Welcome to Fan Den. Welcome to the show. West Ham now on the attack on that far side as they play the ball forward. It's challenged by West Ham as now the ball knocked out of play on that far side, and it's going to be a throw into West Ham inside the Luton half on the far side of the field. It's now West Ham with the ball as they play it back in. Long crossfield ball out to this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. Luton come to press the ball as West Ham try to cross it in there, but it's deflected away as West Ham regain the possession outside the box. Now playing it out wide on this near side as Luton again come to try and challenge for it. But West Ham trying to get the cross in there, but it's deflected away by Luton as the ball knocked up the field. And now West Ham managing to knock it back towards the edge of their own box as they play it back all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now West Ham with the possession as they play it out wide to this near side. Ball played forward as West Ham now with the possession. Played into the centre. It's knocked out wide to that far side. Ball played forward here as West Ham play it into the centre circle. Now it's a lot knocked on as Luton managed to intercept it there. And now Luton with the possession. It's just played back towards the edge of their own box as they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you like us covering these two teams. Either team, if you're a fan of either club, or if you like us covering this fixture or covering the Premier League, the best way to let us know is hitting that like button, guys, because we cover a lot of games here on Fan Den across the English football and Scottish football and international football. So we have a lot of games to choose from, but you guys can help it make it easier for us to choose those games by hitting that like button. We see highlights. We know you guys like us covering that fixture. Now, Luton on this near side as they race towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in. It's deep as it comes out towards the far side, and Luton just managing to keep it in play as now they cut it back up the field. And now coming forward again on that far side. It's crossed in as it's deflected. And that's going to be another corner to Luton on the far side of the field. So Luton now with a corner on the far side of the field. Ball crossed in as it's intercepted comfortably there by the goalkeeper. And that relieves the pressure momentarily for West Ham. And it looks like West Ham going to make a substitution here. Now West Ham trying to play out from the back as they play the ball out wide to that far side. Luton coming to press the ball, but West Ham just cut it back to playing it back to their centre backs as now they knock the ball forward up towards the edge of the centre circle. Ball played out wide to this near side as West Ham just managing to keep the ball under pressure there as they play it back into the centre and eventually back to their centre backs again as they now switch the play out to that far side, knocking the ball forward as it's intercepted by Luton, who's chip it back in the direction it came from. Now West Ham picking up the loose ball on the edge of their own box as now they play it out wide to that far side. Ball kicked long down the field. As West Ham now coming towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in as it's knocked away by Luton, but not cleared here. As Luton knock it away out to that far side. It's won back by West Ham as Luton challenged for it, and Luton managed to win the ball back. As now Luton on the charge on the far side of the field, racing forward. As West Ham come across to press the ball, Luton managing to keep it as they come towards the edge of the West Ham box. Taking it to the byline, ball crossed in. It's knocked away by West Ham, but Luton regain the possession on that far side as they come back into the box, playing it out towards the edge of the box as West Ham challenge for it, and West Ham have won it back here as they knock the ball forward out to that far side. Now West Ham with the possession, played back in towards the edge of the centre circle as it's knocked out wide to this near side. And now West Ham edge the way forward, racing towards the edge of the box. Luton trying to challenge as they manage to win it back here, Luton. Trying to knock it away, but it's won back by West Ham on this near side as they play it towards the byline. Attempted cross there, but it's blocked off by Luton, and the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. Stevie saying, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to Fandom. Thank you very much, Stevie. Yeah. Please do consider subscribing, guys, and hit that like button if you could. Doesn't cost nothing to be nice, and it does help us out, and it also lets us know what games you guys like us covering or what clubs you guys like us covering as we continue to build Fandom. We cover a lot of games here on Fandom. West Ham now with the ball crossed in as it's knocked towards goal, and Luton managed to knock it away as it bounces out on that far side for a throw into West Ham. You put it twice, Stevie. I don't know why you put it twice, mate. Ball crossed in as it just intercepted comfortably there by Luton. And that relieves the pressure for them momentarily. Thank you, Stevie. Now the ball kicked long down the field as it's now Luton on this near side. It's a West Ham challenge. Luton unable to keep it as West Ham win it back. Now West Ham playing it into the centre as they knock it away out to that far side. Playing it forward as Luton come to challenge, but West Ham managing to retain the possession as now West Ham play it out towards this near side. So thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Paris is saying Burnley 1-0 up. Thank you for letting us know, Paris. Appreciated, mate. So Burnley taking the lead. So it's all on for the relegation battle. As now West Ham playing it forward on that far side as Luton challenge for it. Luton have won it back here as they tried to come forward there, but clumsy challenge comes in from West Ham and the referee's blown for the foul. So free kick to Luton on the far side of the field, midway inside their own half. But yep, thank you for that, Paris. Top man, thank you, mate. So yep, that adds a bit more pressure to Luton to try and get this result this afternoon with obviously Burnley taking the lead. So just to let you guys know what's going on in the other games, it's currently Bournemouth 1, Brentford 0, Everton 0, Sheffield United 0, Newcastle 0, Brighton 1, Tottenham 0, Burnley 1. As we know, it's 1-0 to Luton right here. Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 1. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, Livingston 0, St Johnstone 1, Ross County 1, Motherwell 1. Hearts 0, Dundee 0, St Mirren 0, Kilmarnock 0. So goals steadily starting to go in around the ground. Ball knocked away now as Luton with the possession on that far side. Stevie saying, not sure. Gaz, laugh out loud. I've forgotten what I asked Stevie. Luton now playing the ball down this near side. West Ham coming across to challenge for it as Luton managing to keep it. Now playing it back to the halfway line. As now Luton with the possession. Play back to the goalkeeper. As now it's played out wide on that far side. Ball kicked long down the field. As West Ham trying to challenge for it, but it's still 50-50 as Luton challenged to win it back, and it's gone out of play on that far side for a throw-in. So throwing to West Ham. On the far side of the field, just inside their own half. Ball comes back in play as it's knocked back to the West Ham goalkeeper. It's knocked out wide on this near side. It's now West Ham racing forward. Luton trying to challenge, but West Ham managing to keep the possession. As now it's cut back inside. Ball switched out to that far side. It's now West Ham race forward into the Luton half. Luton coming to challenge for it, but West Ham managing to keep it going as they play it into the box. Ball crossed in as it's comes out towards this near side. And Luton managed to pick up the loose ball as they try to knock it away, but it's won back by West Ham. Now West Ham with an attempted cross there, but it's deflected as West Ham now with the possession. It's played out wide to that far side. Ball crossed in as it's headed away. And now West Ham with another shot as it's blocked off there. And now we've got a Luton player down in the box as the referee stops the play. He's holding his head there. Dave is with us. How you doing, Dave? Welcome to the show, mate. Dave saying hello, Gar, Stevie, and the usual suspects. How you doing, Dave? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're having a good weekend so far, mate. And welcome to the show. Top man, Dave. Thank you for that, mate. And welcome to the show. Stevie saying, good afternoon, Dave. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. And Stevie also saying, hi, Paris. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. So we've just got a stoppage at the moment for the Luton player receiving treatment. It's currently West Ham 0, Luton 1, 28 and a half minutes gone. And Paris is saying Everton 1-0. Thank you for letting us know, Paris. Get rid of that. So, yeah, Everton going ahead against Sheffield United. We're not still waiting for this game to get back underway, guys. Just a stoppage at the moment for Luton player receiving treatment. He is back on his feet now, though. So we're going to have a drop ball on the far side for West Ham. And it's now West Ham cut it back, playing it back towards the edge of the centre circle. Now it's played out wide on this near side as West Ham play it forward towards the edge of the box. Luton trying to challenge as West Ham get the shot off, but it's always going, always rising and goes over the top of the crossbar and out of play. Goal in the Scottish League 2 playoffs, guys. East Kilbride have gone 1-0 up against Stranraer. That is a playoff game in the Scottish League 2. So East Kilbride 1-0 up against Stranraer. Also goals in the Scottish League One playoffs. Peterhead 2-0 down to Spartans. That is 4-1 on aggregate at the moment to Spartans. And Stirling Albion v Dumbarton still 0-0. That is 2-1 to Dumbarton on aggregate. We'll keep an eye on the games around the ground throughout the afternoon, guys. Ball out of play on that far side. So now Luton with the throw-in. It's thrown long down the field. Dave is saying, how are you, Stevie, mate? Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Thank you. Well, it's knocked out of play on that far side for a throw into West Ham. Thank you, Dave. Top man. And Dave saying, hello, Paris. Awesome. Ball comes back in play as Luton have headed it straight back out of play on that far side for another throw into West Ham. Stevie saying, yeah, all good, thanks. What about you? Awesome. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Dave saying, I'm good, thanks, guys. Hope you have had a good day so far, mate. Yeah, I've just been working, mate. Really tired today. Really tired after that late finish last night with that playoff game and then an early start this morning. So I'm pretty tired, but I'm on autopilot at the moment. Just keep going until I can't go anymore. But thank you for asking, Dave. Appreciated, mate. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing good. Just very tired. As I say, late finish last night and then early start this morning. But we're so close to the end of the season. I'm just trying to squeeze in as much as possible to keep you guys better informed. But thank you for asking, Dave. You are a gentleman. Top man. So ball now. Well, a bit of a coming together on that far side of the field, and the referee's going to give the foul. So free kick for West Ham on that far side of the field. As the ball crossed into the box, it's deep as it comes out towards this near side. West Ham managing to pick up the loose ball as they cut it back. Now it's crossed back in as Luton knock it away. And now Luton with the possession on the edge of the box as West Ham challenge. West Ham winning it back here as they try to play it back into the box, but it's deflected behind. And that's going to be a goal kick to Luton. Dave saying, I'm okay, thanks, Stevie. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Thank you for that, Dave. Paris saying, Burnley 1-1 with Sheffield United. Thank you, Paris. Stevie's saying, jolly good, Dave. Absolutely. Well said, Stevie. So goal kick now for Luton. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Thank you very much if you have already. Be great if you guys could get a better like count than we had in the last game. Shocking like count in the last game. Really good views and some fantastic support from Rick and Koala in the early stages of that game, making Fanden donations. So thank you very much to Rick 2015 and Koala Squadron helping out with making a little bit of a donation, which is a massive help at the moment because we do need more equipment to help us progress further with Fanden. So big shout out to those guys that are regular Fandeners. But yeah, the likes were shocking, guys. For such a big game, Celtic v Rangers, only 7 likes, which is pretty shocking considering last night we did League 2 game and we got 29 likes. So if we could beat the Celtic Rangers like count, which shouldn't be hard to do, really, with such a poor like count in that game, it would be good if we could get 10 likes in this one, guys. Now West Ham with the possession on that far side as it's played forward. Luton managing to intercept it here on the edge of the centre circle, but they couldn't keep the ball as it's knocked out towards that far side. Now Luton trying to come forward here as West Ham challenge for it, but Luton managing to keep it as now they play it back in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now the ball chipped out wide to this near side as West Ham managed to intercept it. Now West Ham with the possession. I think Paris is just coming on here trying to do my job for me. Paris saying Burnley 1, Tottenham 1. Well, Zuma with a poor challenge there. So Paris saying Burnley 1, Tottenham 1. Thank you, Paris. Davey saying, oh, and my prediction is West Ham 2, Luton 3. Well, thank you for that, Dave. What do you think of West Ham getting rid of David Moyes? Uh, Dave, let me know your thoughts, mate. I know he's leaving with his contract running out, but I think he's been badgered out of the club, if you ask me. And I think West Ham will regret it. I really do. I think they'll regret it next season because I can't see them doing as well under another manager. I do think they'll regret that decision of pushing him out the door. I don't know why West Ham fans feel that they've got a God-given right to see sexy football. No team has got a right to see sexy football. Surely results have got to be more important than sexy football. But not according to West Ham fans. Now West Ham racing forward as Luton trying to make the challenge. West Ham managing to keep it though as they cut it back. Now they play it. Oh, the shot from distance there as the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably. And that will be relief momentarily for Luton. We're 37 minutes in, guys. West Ham 0, Luton 1. Thank you for that, Dave. So Crystal Palace are 2-0 up against Wolves now. So Wolverhampton 0, Crystal Palace 2. As you know, 1-0 to Luton right here. Tottenham have equalised against Burnley, as Paris just told us. Newcastle 1-0 down to Brighton. Everton 1-0 up against Sheffield United. And Bournemouth, Brentford still 0-0 at the moment. And Barkley's down on the pitch at the moment, just receiving treatment. In the Scottish Championship playoffs, guys, Hamilton Academic 1, Alloa Athletic 1. That is 3-3 on aggregate. And Inverness 0, Montrose 0. No aggregate score showing there. Scottish League 2, guys, East Kilbride 1-0 up against Stranraer. And that's also a playoff game. And the Scottish Premiership, guys, finished earlier. Celtic 2, Rangers 1. 3 o'clock kickoffs are as follows. Hearts 1, Dundee 0. Livingston 0, St Johnstone 1, Ross County 1, Motherwell 1, St Mirren 0, Kilmarnock 1. Luton now, I think Barkley's not going to be able to continue. He's trudging off towards this near side. I think, it's going to be a substitution for Luton, forced by injury. So Clark coming on to replace Barkley. I think he's feeling the back of his calf there. So Luton forced into a substitution for an injury. And now we're about to get back underway. Davey's saying, Gaz, last night I saw 30 likes. Yeah, sometimes, obviously, because we live stream, mate, sometimes it calibrates it wrong. But when I checked late last night I was up late last night doing all the thumbnails for today. So when I checked late last night, it was saying 29. So sometimes it does calibrate it wrong. It just slightly, when you get a few more likes, sometimes because we're live, it does sometimes add one to it more than it needs to, if you know what I mean. And then once I finish the stream, then it calibrates it correctly, if you know what I mean. But yeah, still a good like count. Fantastic like count, Dave, to be fair, mate. And thank you. And big shout out to you as well, mate, for the fantastic support last night on that stream. Really appreciated, mate. Thank you. There's a lot of work to do yet building fandom, but top fans like you, Dave, really help encourage me to keep going, especially on sunny days like this, mate, when I could be outside doing other things that are much more enjoyable than sitting in front of a TV and a computer screen. But as I say, top fans like you encourage me to keep putting the hard work in. Now the ball chipped out wide on this near side as West Ham head it back in the direction it came from, but it's gone out of play on this near side for a throw-in. But yeah, thank you for that, Dave. As I say, mate, just calibrates it slightly wrong sometimes. Just Like I say, sometimes it can be one under, one over, but it always sorts itself out. Normally sorts itself out about an hour and a half after the stream's finished, and then it starts to calibrate the numbers correctly. That's not the worst of it. It doesn't just, it's not just the likes it doesn't calibrate correctly. Sometimes it's the views it doesn't calibrate correctly, mate. Now West Ham playing the ball out wide to that far side as Luton come to press the ball, but West Ham just cutting it back there. It's now West Ham with a possession inside the centre circle. As now they play it out wide to that far side. West Ham knocking it forward. As now West Ham cutting it back. Playing it back to the halfway line. Now the ball played forward here as Luton pressing the ball well from the front and forcing West Ham to play it back to the halfway line. Now they play it out wide on this near side as West Ham try to come forward, but Luton snapping at their heels, trying to win it back here as it forces West Ham to play it back to their centre-backs just inside their own half. Now the ball chipped forward as Luton managed to intercept it, knocking it forward there, but the referee's blown for the foul as he was challenged by the West Ham player there. So free kick to Luton. Davey saying, guys, to be fair, I don't care. It's only wet spam. Hopefully Moyes will end up back at Everton. Well, yeah, I know you. I know you're not a fan of the. I get that, mate. I was just asking your football opinion. Obviously, it just seems like a boneheaded decision to me to get rid of a manager that's got them heading in the right direction. He's helped them win a European trophy. They've finished consistently in a European place in the league for the last couple of seasons. He saved them from relegation, but yet West Ham fans don't like him because he doesn't play sexy football. Well, that is just not madness. I'm not being funny, but if a manager's getting you the results, then, you know, you scrap the sexy football until a later date when you can concentrate on that. I just think it's a bad decision for West Ham, and I think they'll regret it next season. I really do. I think they'll struggle to get results next season under a different manager. So it's okay demanding that attractive football, but attractive football doesn't guarantee results. And let's be honest, West Ham are not Manchester City. No matter how much they want to play that style of football, they are not Manchester City. But yeah, that's a fair point. I know that, Dave. I know you're a Millwall fan, mate. I know that. I was just asking your football opinion. I just, as a football fan, do you not agree that it's a bad decision to pressure a manager out of the door that's brought him success? You know, he's stabilised the club. He's got them competing in Europe. They've even won a trophy. It just seems like a really bad decision. And I would be saying that about any club in my opinion. But I'm not, as I say, I was never impressed with West Ham pressuring Big Sam out of the door as well, and that bit them. Bit them on the backside as well. But West Ham won't admit it. Luton now with a throw in on this near side. Ball knocked forward as it's intercepted there by West Ham, but Luton trying to challenge for it. It's West Ham now with the possession in the centre of the park as they're forced to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Davey saying, I think it's next season that Everton move to their new stadium, Bramley Docks. It would be nice to see David Moyes as their manager. No, they're not moving there next season, mate. They're not. They're not moving there next season. I sort of believe I've been researching it. As I understand it, the stadium won't be completed till about halfway through next season. And Everton have decided they don't want to move in the stadium halfway through the season. Um, obviously I don't know if this is absolutely correct, but this is what I found out through the research. Apparently, they were planning to stay at Goodison Park for one more season and then move into the new stadium the following season and start right so they can start a full season there. Basically, apparently the club don't want to move in to the new stadium halfway through the season. That's what I've found out. But whether they changed their mind or whether that's accurate, I don't know, mate. But yeah, I suppose you're right. It would be. But to be fair, I think David Moyes, I think I don't know. I don't think it's always a good idea for managers to go back to a club that they've been to before. Doesn't always work out well. But yeah, I'd love to see David Moyes back at another club, mate. I do. I think he's a good manager. I do think he's a good manager. Yeah, he might not play all the sexy, attractive football, but at the end of the day, when what fans don't realise is managers are under such pressure to get results that do you think the manager gives a stuff about fancy football? Does he, heck? The manager only cares about trying to get results and keeping his job. And the fact that West Ham fans don't recognise that is just shocking. West Ham now with the ball crossed in. It's knocked away by Luton out to that far side as it rolls out of play. But yeah, I think West Ham's a good club, but I just think I'm just shocked that they've pressured Moyes to get out. To be honest, but it is what it is. We'll see whether they have regret next season. Only time will tell. But yeah, I'd definitely like to see David Moyes back in another job sometime soon. Hopefully, at a club that appreciates him better. Although I'm not sure whether it be at Everton. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Long throw now from West Ham. Comes into the box. It's knocked away by Luton as the ball bounces out to this near side and goes out for a throw-in. And Dave is saying, I hope they do regret it, guys. So, understandable, mate. Understandable. Ball crossed in. Yeah, he could be, if they regret it, could get relegated next season. And then the West Ham Millwall derby would be back on. How long has it been, Dave, since that derby was played? Been a while, hasn't it? But I'm sure you'd love to see them end up in the championship and play them. Rub a bit of salt in the wounds. Goal kick now for Luton. Ball kick long down the field. As Luton pick it up on that far side. Now trying to come forward as they kick the ball long, trying to get in behind the West Ham defence, but West Ham just managing to get to it first as they play it back to the goalkeeper. We've had 5 minutes added on time, guys. We're 3 minutes into it. West Ham playing it out wide on this near side as they knock it forward. Luton trying to challenge, but West Ham managing to keep the possession as now it's played out to that far side. West Ham now playing it back inside as they play the ball forward. Now it's chipped out wide to this near side as West Ham come towards the edge of the box. It's knocked away by Luton as it goes out for a throw-in on this near side of the field. Ball comes back in play as West Ham now with a cross into the box. It's knocked away by the goalkeeper. And the referee blows for the foul on the keeper there. So that's going to be a free kick to Luton inside their own box. Goalkeeper just feeling the impact of that as he's just getting back to his feet, holding his leg. Dave, he's saying, I didn't know that, Gaz. Great info. Cheers, mate. No worries, mate. No worries. That's what we're all here for, mate. We share football knowledge with each other. But as you know, I do try research as much information as possible when I can to keep you guys better informed and also to keep myself better informed of what's going on in the football world. But thank you for that, for your kind words, Dave. I know you shared bits of information that I've not been familiar with to keep me better informed. So thank you, Dave. Top man. Thank you for your kind words. There goes the halftime whistle, guys. And at halftime, it is West Ham 0, Luton 1. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the halftime match stats, guys. Bear with me a second. And don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. So let me just put this on the screen. Just bear with me a second, guys. As Let's have a look at the halftime match stats. Don't worry if you can't see that on the screen, guys. I'll read it out to you. So this is how the first half has gone in numbers. Total shots, 10 for West Ham, 3 for Luton. Shots on target, 1 for West Ham, 1 for Luton. Possession, 57% for West Ham, 43% for Luton. Passes, 240 for West Ham, 183 for Luton. Pass accuracy, 82% for West Ham, 78% for Luton. Fouls, 3 against West Ham, 3 against Luton. Yellow cards, just the 1 for Luton. No red cards. Offsides, 1 for West Ham, none for Luton. And corners, 1 for West Ham, 2 for Luton. So there you go, guys. Let's have a quick look what's going on around the grounds. In the Premier League, finished at the dinner time kickoff. Fulham nil, Fulham nil, Man United. What am I on about? Manchester City 4. In the 3 o'clock kickoffs, as follows, guys: Bournemouth nil, Brentford nil, Everton 1, Sheffield United nil, Newcastle United 1, Brighton 1, Tottenham 1, Burnley 1, West Ham nil, Luton 1, and Wolves nil, Crystal Palace 2. Nottingham Forest playing Chelsea at 5:30. In the Scottish Championship playoffs, guys, Hamilton Academic 2, Alloa Athletic 1. That game is 4-3 on aggregate to Hamilton Academic. Inverness nil, Montrose nil. In Scottish League 2, guys, League 2 playoff, East Kilbride 1, Stranraer 1. And then English League 2 playoff game coming later this evening. MK Dons v Crawley Town. That is 3-0 to Crawley on aggregate from the first leg. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, finished Celtic 2, Rangers 1 in the dinner time kickoff. And the 3 o'clock kickoffs are as follows: Hearts 1, Dundee 0, Livingston 0, St Johnstone 1, Ross County 1, Motherwell 2, St Mirren 0, Kilmarnock 1. Into the Scottish League 1 playoffs, guys. Peterhead 0, Spartans 2. That is 4-1 on aggregate to the Spartans. Stirling Albion 0, Dumbarton 0. That is 2-1 to Dumbarton on aggregate. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date around the grounds with the FA Trophy game, Gateshead v Solymore, kicking off at 4:15. One game to tell you about in the Welsh Premier League, guys. Newtown AFC lost 5-0 to Pontybont earlier on today. And I think that brings us up to date around the UK. Yep. So thank you for that, Dave. Nice one, mate. Right. Well, chat very quiet today, but not surprising with this good weather we're having. So keep your comments coming, guys. I will read out more comments from you guys as the game progresses. But yeah, forgive me, I'm just going to quickly go jump off for a minute as the chat's quiet. I'll be back for the second half. But as I say, guys, please do feel free to drop your comments in. And if you're new to fandom, please do hit that like button. And thank you very much if you already have. And please do consider subscribing. And if you're listening in on Kick, please do follow. So I'll be back in a sec, guys. As I say, feel free to drop your comments in. So, guys, back with you now. Sorry about that. As we're about to get underway in a moment for the second half. The radar on the screen just slightly ahead of me, guys, but I'll leave it on the screen to keep you guys better informed. Players now on the pitch, so we're just about to get underway. But as you can see, the radar already showing that the game is underway. But like I say, I keep that on the screen for you guys to be better informed. But I have no control over the timing of it, obviously, in whether it's in time with what I'm seeing on the TV. That's nothing I can do about that. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Is appreciated, guys, as we're about to get underway again in a moment. So West Ham 1-0 down at the halftime break. Luton with that goal that separates the two sides. Stevie's saying Gaz will be back in a minute. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah, back with you now, guys. So tight at the bottom. Obviously, Luton with the advantage at the moment. Will it stay like that? Burnley are currently 1-1 with Tottenham. And obviously, Nottingham Forest playing later on against Chelsea. But all Luton can do is concentrate on their own result. Obviously, West Ham will be wanting to try and get a result here to obviously give David Moyes a good positive send off. So, West Ham to kick us off here. And West Ham with the possession. It's kicked long down the field as it's headed on there, knocked away by Luton as West Ham managing to keep the possession on that far side, but the referee has blown for the foul. So Clark, Luton player, down on that far side of the field. Yeah, just a bit of a coming together there. Not much in it. They just clattered into each other. And it's the Luton player that came off the worst. So Clark's back on his feet. The goalkeeper gets us back underway as he kicks it long down the field. It's not back in the direction it came from by West Ham as Luton race to intercept it, just knocking it back to the goalkeeper there as it's chipped out wide to this near side. Now the ball kicked long down the field by Luton. As Luton now with the possession in the centre circle. It's knocked out wide on that far side. As now Luton racing towards the byline, trying to get the cross in, but they do, and it's intercepted comfortably there by the West Ham goalkeeper. And now West Ham on the attack as the goalkeeper quickly throws it out wide to this near side. Luton coming to challenge for it as West Ham just cut it back there, playing it back to their defensive line on the edge of their own box. Now switching the play out to the opposite side of the field as Luton come to press the ball, but West Ham keeping the possession as they kick it long down the field. And Luton managed to intercept it, just playing it back to their own goalkeeper as the goalkeeper now kicks it long up towards the edge of the centre circle. It's headed out wide on this near side and it's gone out for a throw in to Luton on this near side of the field, just inside their own half, about 10 yards from the halfway line. Ball comes back in play, thrown long up the field as West Ham managed to knock it straight back out of play. And that'll be another throw into Luton on this near side, but this time inside the West Ham half. Now Luton with the ball thrown long down this near side. I say take it towards the byline, but West Ham come across and make the challenge again, and it's gone out for a throw-in, but this time to West Ham. As now West Ham take it quickly, throwing it up the field as Luton tried to challenge. West Ham just managing to keep it in play, as now they play it back into the centre. It's knocked out wide to that far side as they race forward up towards the halfway line. Luton shifting players across to press the ball as West Ham managing to keep it. Now they play it into the centre circle as it's played out wide again on that far side by West Ham. Luton pressing the ball, but West Ham just cut it back to their centre-backs on the edge of the centre circle as they switch the play out to this near side now. Luton again coming to press the ball, but West Ham trying to work through the press here as they just play it back to the halfway line, but now playing it into the centre as they knock it forward. Luton again trying to challenge as West Ham play it out wide on this near side. Well, an off the ball foul there, and that's going to be a free kick for West Ham. Ball kicked forward as it's headed on, and the goalkeeper manages to intercept that quite comfortably for Luton, and that will be relief momentarily for the Luton players. We're on 49 minutes gone, guys. Still West Ham 0, Luton 1. And no goals to tell you about at the moment in the other games around the Premier League. There is other goals that's gone in, but no changes from half-time. Now the ball kicked long down the field by Luton on this near side as West Ham challenge for it. And the referee blows for the foul, so that's going to be a free kick to Luton on this near side, just inside their own half, close to the halfway line. Ball kicked long down the field. As now Luton taking it to the byline. Under pressure here from West Ham as they try to keep it in play. They manage to as they play it into the box, but it's won back by West Ham. As now West Ham knock it long down this near side. And again, the referee's blown for another foul here. Yeah, you're not going to get away with fouling. Antonio there is a big lad, isn't he? Now West Ham with the possession as they come towards the edge of the box on that far side. Luton challenge and they've knocked it behind, and that's going to be a corner on the far side for West Ham. Corner comes in. It's headed away as Luton knock it out wide on that far side. Now Luton on the charge, racing forward on the far side of the field as West Ham scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here as West Ham come across, make the challenge, and the referee is going to give the foul. So Luton with a free kick on that far side, and a West Ham player booked as well by the referee. I think it's Emerson. Yes. Well, it does look minimal contact, to be fair. Yeah, just a little nudge, and he's gone down quite easily there. So Emerson booked by the referee. Free kick on the far side for Luton, right on the edge of the box. Nice position for Luton to get a good delivery into the box. Luton now with the throw. Ball crossed in. It's headed away. Up into the air, but not cleared. As Luton knock it towards the box. Towards goal, sorry. Oh, we've got handbags here as the referee blows the whistle. Goalkeeper having a bit of a ding-dong there with one of the Luton players. It was a good delivery, but just headed up into the air, and as it came back down, there was a bit of a coming together with the goalkeeper there. West Ham now playing out from the back as they kick the ball long on this near side. Headed back in the direction it came from by Luton. As now West Ham with the possession, racing forward as Luton managed to win it back. Now Luton knocking it into the centre as it's won back by West Ham. West Ham now playing it out wide on that far side as they knock it forward. Now West Ham racing into space as they come towards the edge of the box. Luton come across to try and make the challenge. West Ham get the shot off and the goalkeeper makes the save at the near post as it's knocked away. And West Ham pick it up and get the shot off, and West Ham have scored. Ward-Prowse with the goal for West Ham. Smashed low and hard into the far corner of the net. 54 minutes gone. West Ham 1, Luton 1. Yeah, just not cleared properly. And West Ham picked it up just inside the box and smashed it low and hard towards goal. And that levels the score. So Ward-Prowse with the equaliser. West Ham now with the possession in the centre circle. It's chipped forward as West Ham come into the box. Luton make the challenge and the ball is just deflected back to the goalkeeper. So Luton now with the possession as they try to play out from the back. Ball played out wide on this near side as West Ham trying to challenge, but Luton managing to keep it as now they chip the ball forward up towards the halfway line. It's headed back in the direction it came from by West Ham. And now West Ham play it into the centre. Now West Ham coming forward down the middle as Luton make the challenge and it's knocked away. No foul given as Luton now with a possession, knocking it forward. Luton with space to run into here as they come forward, racing towards the edge of the West Ham box, trying to play it in there, but it's challenged by West Ham who managed to win it back. And now West Ham trying to clear their lines as they tried to knock it away there, but it deflects off the Luton player and goes behind for a goal kick to West Ham. And Dave saying, come on, Luton, you can win this. Well, they're still in the game, mate. They're still very much in the game. I did don't think there were going to be a reaction from West Ham in this second half. Now West Ham playing it into the centre as they knock it back to the goalkeeper. Now it's played out wide to that far side as Luton come to press the ball from the front, but West Ham just knocking it about on the edge of the box. As now they play it back out wide on that far side. Now West Ham coming forward as they play it up towards the halfway line. Challenged by Luton as West Ham trying to keep the ball under pressure here. Now West Ham challenge. Luton challenge for it as it's gone out of play on that far side for another throw in. Thank you, Dave. Now West Ham with the possession on that far side. As Luton challenge, and the referee's going to give a foul there. So free kick to West Ham, taken quickly, played into the centre. As now they knock it out wide to Anthony on this near side. Luton make the challenge as the ball deflects in towards the edge of the centre circle, but West Ham win it back. Now playing it back out to Kudus on this near side as it's played forward, and West Ham managing to keep the ball under pressure as they just cut it back. Now playing it into the centre as they now kick it long, trying to get in behind the Luton defence as it's headed on there towards goal, but the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Luton. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team, this fixture, or this league. The best way to let us know is hitting that like button. It helps us out a lot, guys, because it tells us what games you guys like us covering or what clubs you guys like us covering, because we cover a lot of games here on Fanden across all the leagues. So, obviously, we want to try and pick the right games as we continue to build Fanden, and you guys can help with that by hitting that like button. We see a good like count. We know you guys like us covering either that fixture or a particular team in that fixture. Now Luton with the possession. They've lost it here as West Ham win it back. Now West Ham on the charge as they race towards the edge of the box. Ball played in there as Luton just managed to get back and intercept it as they blast it out of play on that far side, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. West Ham now with the throw-in taken quickly. It's crossed into the box, headed towards goal by Anthony, but the goalkeeper manages to save it. Not a bad effort by West Ham. Good cross into the box, headed towards goal by Anthony, but the goalkeeper, as I say, managing to make a comfortable save. Now Luton with the possession as they play the ball forward up towards the edge of the centre circle. West Ham challenge for it. Now West Ham with the possession as they come forward, racing into the centre, knocking it on there as it's intercepted by Luton. They try to knock it away, but it's won back by West Ham as West Ham now knock it out wide to this near side. Now coming into the box, taking it to the byline. It's crossed in, headed towards goal as the goalkeeper manages to get the ball. Well, how he kept that out, I do not know, but he got a hand to it, and it was just going over the top of him. And Kamiski, the goalkeeper, with a big hand to claw it away. Really good save that by the keeper. Wait till you see that on the highlights later, guys. Got to give him credit there. That was a really good save. Big hand from the goalkeeper. Even David Moyes is on the touchline trying to dink it in. You can see his head just bob as he's gone to try and dink it in. I think it's funny when you see managers do that. West Ham now with the possession on the halfway line as they play it forward. It's won back by Luton. That's now Luton on this near side. West Ham trying to challenge for it, but Luton have managed to keep the possession as now they play it into the centre circle. Now Luton knocking it out wide to that far side as they just cut it back towards the halfway line. And West Ham trying to challenge, but Luton just play it back in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now it's played forward as they come into the West Ham half again. West Ham pass pegged back in their own half as they're keeping a high line though. Luton now with the possession played out wide as they knock it forward, taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in, it's headed over the top of the... No, it's not. Well, it's headed up into the air before eventually Luton do blast it over the top of the crossbar. I thought that had gone over at the first attempt, but the camera deceiving me there and actually headed it up into the air and it came back down. And Luton managed to win the possession, got in the shot off, but it's a wild one as it goes over the top of the crossbar. So goal kick to West Ham. Now West Ham playing the ball out wide to this near side as it's knocked forward. Luton trying to challenge as West Ham now kicking the ball out wide to that far side. West Ham coming towards the edge of the box. It's crossed in as it's knocked towards goal, but it's gone over the top of the crossbar. 12 people listening, guys, and we only have 6 likes. Come on, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team. It doesn't cost nothing to be nice and don't cost nothing to hit that like button. And if we don't cover many of your club's games in the future, that'll be part of the reason why low likes on your club's games. We look to likes to give us a clue what games you guys like us to cover. So it's not just about hitting the like button, guys. It's about letting us know you guys like us covering your club. West Ham now with the ball crossed in. It's headed away. As West Ham pick it up outside the box. Now they chip it back in. It's headed towards goal as Luton knock it wide. And that will be another corner for West Ham on the far side of the field. So West Ham with another corner on that far side. Corner comes in. It's right into the mix of bodies as it's headed over the top of the crossbar. And that will be a goal kick to Luton, I think. Did it come off? Or is it another corner? I'm not sure he got the header on that. No, I think it's going to be another corner. Yep, another corner on the far side for West Ham. Crossed in as it's headed away. West Ham picking it up on the edge of the box as they try to knock it back into the mix, but it's knocked away as West Ham win it back on that far side. Another cross comes in as the ball knocked away, and West Ham with the ball on the edge of the box as they get the shot off, and it's low and hard into the far corner of the net. West Ham with the second goal. Well, it was a good cross into the box, but Luton unable to keep it out as West Ham get the shot off from the edge of the box, and it's smashed into the far corner of the net, low and hard. And Jamie's with us. How you doing, Jamie? Jamie saying, hey up, Gaz, how you and Becky doing? And everyone in the chat. I'm not doing too bad, mate. Not doing too bad. Very tired, but I'm okay. Thank you for asking, Jamie. Hope you and Megan doing okay, mate. Welcome to the show. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, mate. Welcome to the show, Jamie. Thank you for asking, mate. Now Luton with the possession on this near side. Ball crossed in. It's knocked away by West Ham as the ball bounces out on this near side and goes out for a throw-in to Luton. Luton now with the ball played back in. It's crossed into the box. It's deep. Intercepted by the goalkeeper there as he's fouled, and the referee blows for the foul on the keeper. Dave is saying, hello, JW. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Jamie's saying, we doing all right. Thanks. Been working today. I know, mate. I've not stopped working since last night. Late finish last night. Up late doing thumbnails. Early start this morning. Then coming home straight onto the Glasgow derby. Now onto this game. So, yeah, I know exactly how you feel, Jamie. I am so looking forward to the summer and having a rest. Been so Now Luton on that far side as they play the ball forward. West Ham intercept it. Now West Ham trying to play out from the back as they knock the ball down that far side, but it just gets away from them there as it rolls out of play on that far side for a throw in. Jamie saying, "Hi Dave, how are you doing, pal?" Awesome, thank you, Jamie. And Jamie saying, "I've been helping Megan, mum, and dad out doing their garden." Ah, right, okay, fair enough, Jamie. Well, respect to you for that, mate. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Tough, tough job for older people to do garden. I know I need to go and I know I've got gardening to do myself as well, mate. Now the ball played along down the field as West Ham now with the possession on this near side. It's played on as West Ham now racing towards the Luton box. Luton coming to challenge for it as West Ham managing to keep it. Now they get the shot off as it's deflected away and the referee, just deflected back to the goalkeeper there. I thought the referee was going to give the foul there, but he hasn't. Now Luton trying to play out from the back. But yeah, respect to you for that, Jamie. Doing the done you good deed for the day, mate. Good stuff. Dave saying, "I'm all good, thanks, pal." Awesome. Good to hear, Dave. Thank you for that, mate. And Jamie saying, "Dave, good to hear, buddy." Absolutely. Well said. Now, the ball crossed in by Luton as it's knocked away out to this near side. West Ham managing to win it back as now West Ham charging forward, knocking the ball out towards that far side as West Ham keep coming forward here, racing towards the edge of the box. Luton trying to challenge as West Ham play it in. Now West Ham with a shot, and it's just gone wide of this near side post. Well, Luton played well in the first half, but they're starting to be picked apart here by West Ham in this second half. Now, West Ham, well, referee's blown for a foul on this near side. So that's a free kick to West Ham. And Jamie saying, "I still not finished. I got to get some wood tomorrow because B&Q is closed now. Got to wait till the morning." B&Q's closed on a Saturday. That's unusual, mate. The B&Q near me is open till 8 o'clock at night. So that's very unusual. Need to get some need to get some real stuff in the B&Q in Sheffield then if that's the case, mate. I'm shocked at that. B&Q closed on a Saturday. I know the one near me is open till 8 o'clock at night. So that's quite a surprise. Maybe they've been employing too many of these uh, people that don't want to work. Corner on this near side now for West Ham. Ball comes in. It's deep. Headed up into the air as the ball comes out towards the edge of the box. West Ham knock it into the centre as a shot from distance now, but it goes well over the top of the crossbar and out of play. And Jamie's saying it's only a little one, not far from me. Okay. I'm surprised there's not one of them big warehouse ones in Sheffield, to be fair, mate. But fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I used to have a little one near me, but they kept the little one open when the big one opened. But eventually they did sell it. And now we just have the big one. What you building, Jamie? If you need wood, what you building, mate? Now the ball kicked long down the field as West Ham head it into the centre circle. It's knocked away here as Luton now with the possession in the centre circle. As West Ham come to press the ball, but Luton managing to keep it as now they play it out wide on that far side. It's knocked on as Luton now try to come forward down that far side of the field. It's challenged by West Ham. And Luton have won a free kick on that far side, midway inside the West Ham half, right out on the far side of the field. Jamie's saying there is a big one, but it's an hour's drive. Whoa, an hour's drive. And Jamie's saying decking gas. Oh, decking. Yeah, it can look nice, but it's high maintenance decking. That's the only problem. It does look nice, but you got to keep scrubbing it when it gets covered in all the green stuff, because otherwise it gets really slippy in winter. Free kick comes in here from Luton. It's headed wide by West Ham. That should be a corner on this near side for Luton, but I don't think the referee's give it. No, he's giving it as a goal kick. And West Ham about to make a substitution here. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much to the few that have. Good to know there is a few positive football fans in the world. Not many today, though. So Anthony is coming off here for West Ham. And it's Earthy coming on. His first appearance in the Premier League. Young lad for West Ham. We're on 75 minutes gone, guys. West Ham 2, Luton 1. Now the ball played out wide on this near side as Luton knock it out of play for another throw-in to West Ham midway inside the Luton half. Jamie's saying, I know, mate. I tell them that, but Megan's mum wants it though. Don't know. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like I say, mate, it does look nice. It's just like I say, it's quite high maintenance because you have to clean it in the winter so that it doesn't get too slippy. Because all it you know what I mean, all the green stuff off the trees that gets all over it. Then a bit of rain and it makes it like a bit of an ice ring. So you have to clean it quite regular to keep it from being slippy. But yeah, if they want it, that's fair enough, mate. You can only try and advise them, can't you? Now West Ham on the attack on that far side as they come into the box, taking it to the byline, crossed in, and it's knocked into the back of the net as West Ham get the third goal. 76 minutes gone. West Ham 3, Luton 1. And Jamie's saying, I got half done tomorrow. It's going to take me 2 hours. Well, respect to you, mate, for helping out their mother and father-in-law. Respect to you for that, mate. Hope it goes nice and quick for you, Jamie. Now, just seeing a replay of this goal. Yeah, the youngster coming on for his Premier League debut and getting the goal that puts West Ham comfortably in the lead. Jamie is saying, I do like Luton Town. I never been. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. I have to bear me a second. The battery's going to die. Sorry about that, guys. Battery was going to die. I just had to plug it in. Jamie saying, I do like Luton Town. I've never been to that ground. It's going back in the 80s. It is, yeah. Well, if they do drop into the Championship, mate, you might be best advised to get there next season if you can, because they're about to move grounds, aren't they? They're in the process of building a new stadium. Um, so they're not going to be playing at their new ground their old ground very long. I know that because when they came up in the Premier League, obviously last season, there were a lot of talk about their ground not being suitable and they had to have upgrades. I think they had to spend something like 10 or 12 million pounds to upgrade their stadium, which was dead money, really, because as I say, they're planning to move into their new stadium very soon. So not sure exactly how long they've got till their new stadium's completed, but I know it is in the process, as I remember reading about it in the summer. Now Luton with the ball played down this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. West Ham challenge for it. West Ham have won it back here. I hope you managed to go and see it, Jamie. Dave is saying, there goes my prediction, 3-1, West Ham. I can't remember what you said now, Dave. You said 3-2 to Luton, didn't you? So, yeah, 3-2 to Luton was Dave's prediction. Well, you can't always get them all right. Never mind, Dave. Hopefully that means you're going to get more right next season because you guys have got quite a few wrong this season. So maybe next season you'll have a lot more luck with the score prediction, mate. Jamie saying, how's everyone's day been today? Yeah, not bad, like I say, mate. Just working, just working. Chat's a bit quiet, I think, because of the weather. Obviously, the weather is absolutely beaming sunshine outside. So, obviously, I think that's impacted on less of the regular funders coming getting involved today. Probably out enjoying the good weather, mate. But, yeah. Uh, all I can do is keep chipping away, guys, to grow the channel. Hopefully, we'll attract more top fans like you guys, and that will start to guarantee a more active chat in the future. But at the moment, obviously, we're still an up and coming channel, so we do have sometimes chats that shows where the chat's a bit quiet, especially on days like this. And I can't blame people for getting out, making the best of the good weather. But yeah, not too bad. Thank you for asking, Jamie, mate. Ball now played out wide on this near side as West Ham with the possession. Now it's played forward as Luton come to challenge for it. West Ham managing to keep it as now they play it forward. Now they cut it back in towards the edge of the centre circle as West Ham eventually play it all the way back to the halfway line. Now it's knocked out wide on that far side. Dave saying, oh, good, Jamie. Now just chilling out, mate. Awesome. Well, good to hear, Dave. Thank you for that, mate. And Jamie saying, good to hear, Dave. Absolutely well said, Jamie. Well said, mate. Ball played forward now as Luton racing down this near side. West Ham trying to stay with him as Luton trying to play it into the box there as Luton unable to keep the ball under pressure. And West Ham have knocked it behind. That's going to be a corner on this near side for Luton. Jamie saying, Gaz, I bet you can't wait for summer to come to have time to yourself before Euro starts. Well, to be honest, mate, I got big decisions to make in the summer because I've hit my deadline. I said 5 years to give the channel a chance to start getting going and obviously for it to cover its cost. I never expected it to make money in 5 years, but I expected it to start covering its cost, and it's not doing. And it's not doing, and I can't keep going like I have. So I got big decisions to make in the summer. I might have to go back and get a normal job because my self-employed work is not going well. I've been keeping it alive, trying to hope that Fandom would eventually get going enough so that I could just switch to this from my normal job, but it hasn't quite worked out like that. So I've got a big decision to make in the summer. And if I have to go back to my normal job, of which is driving buses, if I have to go back doing that again, I'm just going to be too shattered to do these live streams to this intensity that I do at the moment. I'm gutted because I've put 5 years hard work into this channel, but like I say, can't keep chipping away, putting these long hours into the channel. Unfortunately, when it's not even covering costs, which is really disappointing after 5 years hard work. But yeah, you're absolutely right, mate. I am definitely looking forward to a little break. That will be nice to have a little bit of time with my lovely lady, especially after the fantastic support she's shown. A lot of my other close family and friends have been supportive of her fashion, but nowhere near as much as my lovely lady. She's been right behind me all the way, and she don't even like football. She don't even like football, but she's given me her full backing and her full support. Um, Whereas other people have been telling me, "You're wasting your time, Gaz. Don't waste your time. You're wasting your time. It's too much people doing it. You'll never make it into a job." That's what I get fed up with hearing, and I've heard it a lot over the last 2, 3 years. But I've kept the faith, and I've stuck with it, and I've tried to make it work. And if I do have to walk away from it, at least I can say I gave it a good go. West Ham now playing the ball forward towards the edge of the centre circle. So they play it out wide on that far side. Luton trying to challenge, but West Ham managing to keep it. So just cut it back. Now they play it forward down the middle. So they work it away out to that far side again. Now coming towards the edge of the Luton box as Luton come across to press the ball. West Ham managing to keep it. Now West Ham playing the ball out wide to this near side. As now they try to come towards the edge of the box. It's played in here, and so Luton managed to deflect it behind, and that's going to be a corner to West Ham. Jamie saying, "All right, sorry, guys, I don't know that, mate. No, it's no apology. I've not made a big thing of it, mate. Not made a big thing of it. I didn't want to keep mentioning it, and obviously getting." Looking like I was calling for sympathy or anything like that. I've just tried to get on with it. I've tried to keep it to myself. That's sometimes where you guys have seen me frustrated, sometimes doing streams. That's where it's getting the better of me and people telling me I'm wasting my time. It gets you down. And it has got me down at times, but I've tried to keep going. But I'm not giving up on the channel. I'm not giving up on it at all. It just might mean I'm just going to have to scale back the intensity. That's all. I'm not going to not put all this hard work on into it to give up. So I'm not going to be giving up on it. Just like I say, just going to, if I do have to go back to a normal job, it's just going to have to mean that I have to scale back the intensity of how much I'm streaming. So I'll still be streaming. It'll just might be a lot less than I have been. Hopefully one day it might get there, but I thought it'd at least cover its costs within 5 years, and it's not happened that way, unfortunately. You guys wouldn't believe how long it's took to earn £100 out of this. I can't tell you because of YouTube might not like me telling you, but believe me, it's took a long time to earn just £100 out of the channel. Quite shocking, really. And I'm not in it for the money, guys, but obviously I put a lot of time in, so a little bit of money coming back to help with the costs of everything, the technology that I need to use, the channels I'm paying out for, and everything. But like I say, I don't want to give you guys a sob story. It is what it is. I just try to stay focused, keep going, and if I do have to go back to a normal job, which is looking very likely, I will keep going with the channel, but like I say, it'll just be less than I've been able to do over the last 2 years. It'll be more moderated in respect of, but it is what it is. But thank you, Jamie. Thank you for your understanding, mate. It is what it is. Like I say, I'm not telling you to give you a sob story. I'm just telling you because I believe in being honest. And I'm gutted, to be honest. I'm gutted after all the hard work I put in that it's not working in the time frame I expected. I thought 5 years was a good target. I thought that would be a good target, but it didn't help. In the first 2 years, I had a lot to learn. That didn't help. Did waste quite a bit of time in the first 2 years learning, because I'm like I say, I'd always resisted social media and all that. I've not got much time for social media. But it's full of attention-seeking idiots, as far as I'm concerned. But I've had to use social media to help build the channel, so that's why I've had to embrace it. But thank you, Jamie. Daniel Richardson, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Daniel Richardson. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you're doing well. Daniel is saying you only get places in life by grafting and doing your best. You're doing a cracking job. People that tell you to just give up haven't got the guts to go for their dreams. Well, yeah, that's true. That's very fair enough. Yeah, I think people obviously not so much telling me, it's people that care about me. Obviously, close family and friends. They just don't want me, obviously, to put a lot of work in to something that's not going to work. So I think they're just looking out for me a bit, Daniel. But you are right in a way. You are absolutely spot on with that, mate. In respect of a lot of people haven't got the commitment to put the hard work in. So that is a fair point, Richard. Sorry, Daniel. Thank you for that, mate. I really appreciate the kind words. And as I say, guys, I'm not giving up on it. It's just, as I say, I might have to adjust how I do things next season a bit to accommodate a normal job. That's been the good thing about where being my job right now, even though it's not doing very well. It's been very convenient to be self-employed because it's meant I've been able to juggle things around to make myself more available for the channel. But as I say, I can't. I've got, as you guys know, your bills to pay. You know, they don't stop coming through the door. And as you guys know, I mean, look at it. How many, I mean, like I said, I don't want to give you guys a sub story, but I can't remember the last time I had a weekend off. I think I've worked almost every weekend for the last for this season, pretty much. So you know, that's a lot of weekends. That's a lot of weekends. And that's not to mention the weeknights as well. But thank you, Daniel. Very much appreciate your kind words. And you are absolutely right there to a certain extent, mate. Thank you very much for that, Daniel. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you. As I say, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not giving up. I will still be chipping away at the channel. Like I said, just might have to just do a bit more games, a bit more selective next season. We'll see how it goes. Like I say, I'm going to be discussing it with my close family in the summer and make a plan from there. But thank you, Daniel. Your kind words and encouragement means a lot, mate. Really does. And thank you, Jamie, as well. Thank you, mate. So West Ham have won a free kick on this near side with 6 minutes added on time. We're a minute into that 6 minutes. West Ham now with a long crossfield ball out wide to that far side. As now they come towards the edge of the Luton box. Luton trying to challenge here as West Ham just cut it back inside. So now West Ham knock it away, but Luton with a clumsy challenge there, and the referee's blown for a foul. And that will be a free kick on the far side of the field. So do you guys think this means Nottingham Forest is safe? Because Forest playing Chelsea 5:30, aren't they? And obviously Forest were just outside the relegation zone, weren't they? Obviously Luton really needed to try and win this today to keep themselves in with a shout of getting out of it, didn't they? So just going to quickly have a look at the Premier League table now, what it looks like. But yeah, West Ham making a substitution here. Ogbonna coming off. Oh, yeah, all three bottom teams losing. Luton currently losing 3-1. Burnley are losing 2-1 to Tottenham. Sheffield are losing 1-0. So Forest sitting in 17th place on 36 games played, 29 points. Luton just behind them in 18th place on 26 points. So basically, Forest just needed 1 point, don't they, against Chelsea? If they can get a point out of that game, they are safe. So, yeah, Forest only needing 1 point this afternoon against Chelsea, and they will be safe. And that will confirm Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield as relegated. Although Sheffield, disappointingly, are already down. But yeah, we confirm Luton and Burnley also going down with them. Jamie saying VAR looking for a pen for Sheffield United. Thank you for letting us know, Jamie. Nice one, mate. And Jamie saying, see what happens if Chelsea win or not. I know, Jamie. Yeah, you can't predict what's happening with Chelsea at the moment, can't you? Ball crossed in here as West Ham managing to keep it in place. They tried to knock it away, but it's won back by Luton. It's Luton now on the edge of the West Ham box, just cutting it back inside there. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Jamie. Hard to call what you're going to get with Chelsea at the moment. They've been shocking this season, haven't they, guys? And I don't think you can blame it on the manager, to be fair. I think the players have to take a certain amount of responsibility, but I also think the owners have interfered too much. I really do. They should have left things alone when they came in. Thomas Tuchel was in charge. Chelsea had been doing well. They were competing at the top in the Premier League and in the Champions League, and then the new owners come in with their big ideas and mess everything up very quickly. Corner on the far side for Luton. Ball comes in as it goes past everybody and bounces out to this near side. Dave saying, sorry guys, got held up, but now back. Is it still 3-1 to the Spam? Yes, it is, Dave. And welcome back, mate. Yes, it's still 3-1 to West Ham. Daniel Richardson saying, think Forest have just done enough now. I know, yeah, I think though they still need a point, Daniel, to be sure of it, mate. But yeah, it's looking good for Forest now after the results from the 3 o'clock kickoffs. West Ham trying to knock the ball away as it's crossed out wide to that far side. Thank you, Daniel. And also Dave. Jamie saying, Burnley be going down after this if they don't win. Well, they're losing at the moment, Jamie. They are losing at the moment. Well, they've lost. I'm seeing a full-time result here. So Tottenham 2, Burnley 1. They've lost. And unfortunately, Everton have also won 1-0 against Sheffield United. Are you guys at home for the last game, Jamie? Sheffield United, are they at home? Last game next week. Hopefully you guys can get a win at home. West Ham now playing the ball down that far side. It's knocked into the boxes to get the shot off, but the goalkeeper manages to make the save as it deflects away. And the ball won back by West Ham outside the box. Now they chip it forward as Luton with the possession on that far side. And there goes the full-time whistle. And it's finished West Ham 3, Luton 1. It looks like West Ham might be relegated, as that will be confirmed later on, won't it, guys? Jamie liking that from Dave. Thank you, mate. Right, guys, let's have a look at the full-time match stats. Just bear with me a second. And we'll also have a quick look at the league table as well. Bear with me a second. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. So here we go, guys. This is how the game has gone in numbers. Total shots, 24 for West Ham, 4 for Luton. Shots on target, 8 for West Ham, 1 for Luton. Possession, 58% for West Ham, 42% for Luton. Passes, 458 for West Ham, 318 for Luton. Pass accuracy, 83% for West Ham, 77% for Luton. Fouls, 9 for West Ham, 15 against Luton. Yellow cards, 1 for West Ham, 3 for Luton. Red cards, none. Offsides, 2 for West Ham, none for Luton. And corners, 7 for West Ham, 6 for Luton. So let's have a look at the table. That result pushes West Ham up into 9th position. 37 games played, 52 points, 2 points behind Man United. And Brighton just behind them on 36 games played, 48 points. At the bottom, doesn't look good for Luton now, as Burnley, I think, pretty much relegated now. Luton still with a very, very slim chance, but obviously they're going to need a favour from Chelsea to give them any chance of trying to stay in it. But I think, yeah, even if they, yeah, I think Luton are down actually thinking about it. Because if they get the win, if they manage to get a win on the last day, that will put them level on points with Nottingham Forest. But Nottingham Forest have got a better goal difference, 18 minus 18 for Forest, and it's minus 31 for Luton. So I think Luton are pretty much relegated. But they certainly gave it a good go, didn't they, guys? They've certainly fought right towards the end of the season. Got to give them credit to that. Massive respect to Luton for not giving up and keeping up the fight. Jamie's saying, I tell 3 best teams gone up last season, then this season 3 bad teams going down same time. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying we at home next Sunday to Tottenham. Well, fingers crossed you guys can go out of the Premier League with a win, mate. That would be nice to see at least Sheffield United fans having something to shout about on the last day, at least with a positive result. Fingers crossed, mate. Davey's saying, Jamie, you'll beat Spurs next weekend. See off the Premier League with a bang in front of your own fans. Absolutely loving the positive vibes, Dave. Thank you for that, mate. Top man. Well said. Jamie saying, Dave, be nice, mate. We are on about Blades. Lost 8-0 vs Newcastle at home. Can't wait for next Sunday to end, pal. Well, fair enough, Jamie, but we're just trying to shove some positivity your way, mate. Hoping that you guys can at least finish on a positive note going into the last game of the season. Oh, this stupid thing. Dave is saying, JW, thank you, Dave. Awesome. What a guy. Top man, Dave. Thank you, mate. Jamie is saying, Dave, I'm happy going down. I'm getting fed up with this league, lad. Well, thank you for that, Jamie. That's understandable, mate. It's not enjoyable seeing your team consistently losing. Dave is saying, thanks, Gaz, Jamie, Stevie, and all the Denners. Just taking the nephew home. Catch you up on the next stream. Thank you, Dave. Been a pleasure having you with us, mate. Thank you very much for your conversation and company. Best wishes to you, mate. Safe travels. And thank you for that, top man, Dave. Best wishes, mate. Stay safe and well. And thank you very much for being with us. Enjoyed your conversation and company this afternoon, Dave. Take care, mate. Top man. So, quick roundup of the results, guys, around the grounds. In the Premier League, it has finished Fulham 0, Manchester City 4, and the dinner time kickoff. Bournemouth 1, Brentford 2, Everton 1, Sheffield United 0, Newcastle 1, Brighton 1, Tottenham 2, Burnley 1, West Ham 3, Luton 1, Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 3, and obviously Forest kicking off against Chelsea at 5:30. In the Scottish Championship playoffs, guys, it's finished Hamilton Academic 3, Alloa Athletic 2. Hamilton winning 5-4 on aggregate. Inverness have won 1-0 against Montrose, going through 1-0 on aggregate. And in Scottish League 2 playoffs, guys, East Kilbride drawing 2-2 with Stranraer, full-time result. Obviously, English League 2 playoff game kicking off 7:45 this evening, and Crawley Town with a 3-0 advantage. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, Celtic winning 2-1 earlier on today in the Old Firm derby against Rangers. Hearts winning 3-0 against Dundee. Livingston 2, St Johnstone 1, Ross County 1, Motherwell 5, St Mirren 0, Kilmarnock 1. Scottish League One playoffs. Peterhead 1, Spartans 5. Spartans winning 7-2 on aggregate. Stirling Albion 0, Dumbarton 0, and it's Dumbarton that go through 2-1 on aggregate. So there you go, guys. I think that's it. The FA Trophy he's playing this afternoon, but I'm not seeing a result for that. That did kick off at 4:15, but no result being shown at the moment for that game. Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you for that, mate. Take care. Jamie saying, thanks, Gaz. Great live again, pal. And Dave, have a great one, everyone. Thank you very much, Jamie. You are a star, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciated, mate. Pleasure to have you with us as always. Enjoy your conversation and company, Jamie. Thank you for that, mate, and thank you for your kind words. Best wishes to you and Megan, mate. Hopefully, maybe catch you up on the next one, mate. But thank you very much for that, mate, and thank you for your kind words. You are an absolute gentleman. Top man, Jamie. So, yeah, that's it for me for now, guys. Going to wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll be, hopefully, might be back later on. I was going to do the Chelsea Forest game, but I don't think there's much point in that now, as it's pretty much a no event game, really, isn't it? So, yeah, but hopefully I'll be back on shortly later on for the playoff game if I can. But for now, that's it from me, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday in the sunshine and stay safe out there. Hopefully, see you guys again soon. As I say, best wishes from me. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.